All right, welcome to Sin Bin Stream. Today we have National League Wildcard Series action. Game 3 of a best of 3 between the 5-seed San Diego Padres and the 4-seed Chicago Cubs. Audio's good. Hello, Yusuf Ali. All right, I got some stuff to do here real quick before we start. All right, in Cleveland, the Tigers are up 2-1 on the Guardians. Top of 7, runners at the corners and nobody out as well. Oh, thank you. Yeah, appreciate it. Yeah, I accidentally forgot to mute or turn down my tablet too. All right, first pitch in about another minute. Really hoping and crossing my fingers this game doesn't go past 3 hours. All right. Actually, wait, let's go here and then go there. All right, should be just about set. Let's, forgot the Cubs defense. Let's go through that real quick. There we go. Happ, Crow, Armstrong, Suzuki in the outfield. Infield, Shaw, Swanson, Horner, Bush, and Talon to Kelly is your battery. Nope. And let me switch to the Padres defense for the bottom of the first now. Okay, there. That's good. All right, should be just about set. Where the heck I'm missing? There we go. All right. Glad you could be here. Hopefully the Cubs can advance. Likely to be the last baseball game for some time. If the Cubs make the World Series, maybe. And I'll see who's in the World Series and what else is going on. But here we go. First pitch on the way. And Tati fouls off a four-seam for strike one. First pitch, 4:08, I guess. I am a little bit behind since I'm doing this off the ESPN Unlimited app. The first 2 games, I was doing it off of ABC antenna. Cutter swung on, miss for strike 2. So, yeah, you will get spoiler alerts from the box score because the streaming app is behind. Here's the 0-2. Swung on and missed on a sweeper, low and outside. Strike 3. And there's one away. I got to move a chair real quick. So Tati is retired on 3 pitches. First pitch was that outside? No, they called it a strike. Just on the outside edge to Arise. The second hitter in the order, the first baseman out of the lefty batter's box. Second pitch misses high, 1-1, evens the count. I'll get a poll going next. Curveball, 79, misses outside. Ball 2. 2-1 pitch, fouled off a four-seam, evens the count, 2-2. Two, sinker, fouled it off. We'll do it again, 2-2. Let's see. What was I looking for? Oh, do they have the weather? 2 miles per hour, right to left. 79 degrees. Change up, 84, fouled off. I don't understand why it does that. All right. 2-2. Wind up. Delivery. Swung on it. Nope. Fouled it off. Gosh darn it. I thought he had missed. He foul tipped it, I guess. Catcher caught the ball, but. Or maybe it was fouled away. I don't know. It happened quickly. There's the replay. Oh, yeah. He got a piece of it. All right. Never mind. I'm blind. All right. 2-2 pitch. Second hitter of the top of the first. Sweeper, 81. Driven to center at the track near the wall. Caught for out number 2. Pete Crow Armstrong, the center fielder, under it. And 2 away. He's having a conversation with the left fielder. He had to shade his eyes with the glove. Made the catch with his right hand. All right. 2 away. Top of the first. Cutter, 85. Just gets in the bottom of the zone. Strike 1. This is Machado. He had a 2-run shot yesterday. Helped the Padres extend the lead, and they won 3-0. That sweeper, 80, low, 1-1. Excuse me. All right, 1-1. Wind up. Pitch. On the outside edge. Strike 2. 1-2. Fans quickly get to their feet. Tail on in the windup. Delivers. Sweeper misses outside. 2-2. Oh, Detroit got 3 more runs. They lead 5-1 top of the 7th. They still have runners at the corners and 1 out. Sinker driven to center, and a diving catch on one knee by Crow Armstrong retires the side. 1, 2, 3, nothing across. We head to the bottom of the first. No score. Cubs coming to bat for the first time in the game. All right. Hope everybody's having a great Thursday. Of course, tonight we'll have Niners Rams immediately after this. So I'm really hoping they get it in 3 hours or less. But yeah, that'll be after. And then tomorrow night we have game 1 of the WNBA Finals. The first time they're going to be best of 7. Mercury at Aces, 7 Central, 5 Pacific. Saturday, no live stream, a day off. Then we'll be back Sunday with Mercury at Aces, 2 p.m. in the afternoon. And Sunday Night Football Patriots at Bills. Considered doing the London game, but I might just skip this week. Haven't made up my mind yet. Might know by tomorrow night. Then Monday Night Football. And then Tuesday night, opening night of hockey. All 3 games on ESPN. So I still have ESPN Limited for about another week or a little more. And we can do those. Blackhawks at Panthers. Oh, boy. One of the worst teams against the Stanley Cup champs. All right. And then Pitt at the Penguins Rangers and Rockies Kings. All right, here's the defense for the Padres. Sheets, Merrill, and Tatis Jr. in the outfield. In the infield, Machado, Bogarts, Cronenworth, Arise. Darvish to Fermin is your battery. All right, we are set. Cubs have Bush, Horner, Happ to start things off. All right, righty against left-handed batter or batter's box. Sinker on the inside edge of the plate, taken for a strike, 0-1. Excuse me. 3.77 ERA and 13 starts for Darvish in the postseason. Cutter grounded between the first baseman and the second baseman into right field, and the Cubs get a leadoff hit. Good way to start the evening for the Cubs offense after they've struggled to get hits, especially yesterday and then in the first 4 innings of game 1. All right, checked his swing on a slider, low, ball 1. Oh, no, they called it a strike. Okay, Nico Horner is up. They didn't even appeal. I guess the home plate ump called that a strike. Wow, okay. All right, 0-1 pitch. Slider to short, over to second, over to first, not in time. So a fielder's choice, and there's 1 out. A runner at first. They stayed out of the double play. 6-4 on the put out. But no chance for the double play to get Horner. That'll bring up Happ, who is playing left field. Tucker, the DH, is on deck. Still batting in the top of the 7th. Tigers over the Guardians, 6-1. Game 3 of that series in Cleveland. 4-seam pretty much down the middle, taken strike 1, 95 miles per hour. Ian Happ in the left-handed batter's box, 0 for 8. For the series, the first 2 games of the series thus far. 4-seam way outside, evens the count, 1-1. All right. 1-1 pitch. Darvish delivers, fouled off a slider, 1-2. All right. Happ adjusting his batting gloves. All right. Darvish is set. 5 on the pitch clock. Throw to first. Not in time. Horner back easily. All right, Horner takes his lead. He had 29 stolen bases. That was 11th in the National League. Only Pete Crow Armstrong had more with 35 for the Cubs. 4-seam swung on a miss. Strike 3. 2 away. Runner at first. Cubs had a single, then a fielder's choice, now a strikeout. And that'll bring up the DH, Tucker. 143 in this series. So Happ is now 0 for 9, I think, with 6 strikeouts in the 3-game series. Darvish is set. The delivery way outside. 4-seam, ball 1. Again, from the left-handed batter's box. Excuse me. All right, Tucker is set. 266 hitter on the regular season. Fouls off a 4-seam. It evens the count, 1-1. Darvish has thrown 10 pitches. And the Tigers have loaded the bases. Still 1 out in the top of the 7th. So Guardians going to need a lot of runs in the last 3 innings. Still top of the 7th in Cleveland. Tigers up by 5, 6-1. But still batting. All right, 1-1 count, 2 outs, runner at first, throw to second, safe, stolen base for Nico Horner. 2-1 count, it was a ball on the pitch. All right, Cubs have a runner in scoring position, but there are two outs already. Ooh, that was a close play. Yeah, I think the Padres are challenging. I think Horner is out. This might end the inning. I think he got the tag down. Not sure how the ump missed it. Yeah, I think it's going to be overturned and he's going to be out. Okay. I think Bogarts got the tag on the shoulder before the left hand got in there. Yep, Fermin gets a, thrown out base runner. All right, we're through 1 inning, 1 hit for the Cubs. They don't leave any after the out stealing ends the inning. We head to the top of the 2nd. No score. All right, where's my thing? There we go. All right, they'll send up Merrill, Bogarts, and O'Hearn, the DH. 4-5-6 for the Padres. And Taylon will be back on the mound. Looks like Sheets, the 7th place hitter, and Cronenworth are the only Padres without a hit in either game 1 or 2, while the Cubs still have Happ and Crow, Armstrong, and Shaw with no hits yet in the first 2 games. They're a 3-hitter, they're 7th and 9th hitter. All right, well, that means Tucker will lead off the bottom of the 2nd when the Cubs bat. So the Cubs had a leadoff single by Bush. He was erased on a fielder's choice at 2nd. Happ struck out, and then Horner got thrown out in the middle at 2nd on a stolen base attempt. In the middle of Tucker's at bat. All right, so we are back, ready to go here in Wrigley. Looks like Taylon has thrown 16 pitches already. Again, this is the 5 seed at the 4 seed, and the winner goes to play the Brewers, the 1 seed. And the Guardians finally got out of the top of the 7th without further damage, but they trail by 5, 6-1, bottom of the 7th. All right, 4-seam just catches the low outside corner against the lefty batter, left-handed batter's box hitter, Jackson Merrill, 0-1. Here's the pitch, misses upstairs on a sinker, 93, evens the count, 1-1. Here's the windup, the delivery. Swung on a miss on a changeup just above the dirt. 84 miles per hour, and there's 2 strikes, 1 and 2. All right, here's the windup, delivery. Outside changeup, 82, evens the count, 2-2. Leadoff hitter, Merrill in the top of the second. 2-2. Called strike 3 on the low outside corner on a cutter. And there's quickly 1 away as Merrill caught looking. Don't think he liked the call much. All right, 1 out, and that'll bring up Bogarts. 375 hitter on the series in the first 2 games. Righty against righty. Swung on a miss, 4-seam up in the zone, but would have been a strike. So 0-1 is the count. And the Guardians have 1 out in the bottom of the 7th already. Wind up. Here's the delivery. Cutter misses outside. I should say low and a little bit outside. 1-1. Jamison tail on. Misses upstairs. 92 mile per hour 4-seam. 2-1 the count. Yeah, looks like the flags are blowing from right field foul pole to left field foul pole. At least the flag's in center. Swung on a miss on an 81 mile per hour sweeper that would have caught the outside edge of the plate. 2-2. Bogarts adjusts his batting gloves. Steps out of the box. All right. 1 out. Nobody on. 2-2. Top of the second. Here's the windup, the pitch. Misses on a cutter, 86, full count. It was a little low. It was low, maybe a little bit outside. Bogarts was a 263 average on the regular season, 11 home runs. 4-seam down the middle to short left, and the left fielder makes the catch. Of course, that's Happ for out number 2. He called off the shortstop, Swanson. Now they're showing highlights of how the Tigers got their 6th run in the top of the 7th on a single to right. And the Guardians already have 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th, but they do have a runner at first now. All right, first pitch taken, curveball 79, just on the outside edge of the plate for strike 1. That Sheets, the left fielder. Oh, no, I'm sorry. This is O'Hearn, the DH. My bad. Grounder on a changeup off of this Horner into right field. Suzuki throws to second. So a 2-out single by O'Hearn, and now Sheets will come to the plate. Yeah, just off of his glove and into right field. That's got to be a hit. There's no way no chance that's an error. So 1 hit for each team, both singles to right field through the infield. All right, first pitch to the batter in the left-handed batter's box, a 4-seam taken, strike 1. Sheets, 252 average on the regular season, 19 home runs, 71 RBIs, 0 for 4 for the series. Outside on a 4-seam, 93, ball 1, evens the count, 1-1. All right, here's the pitch. Swung on a miss on a changeup, just a hair low. Strike 2, 83. 32 pitches for tail on here. Crowd gets to their feet. Swinging the blue towels. Changeup misses a little low on the outside corner. 2-2. Think he wanted that one. But according to the box, it was low. Good frame job by the catcher. Hey, Rhonda, welcome. Fouled off a four seam. It's still 2-2. All right, here's the 2-2. 2 outs. Runner at first. Top of the second. Swung on a missed on a changeup low. 83. Strike 3. That retires the side. One hit. They leave him on, and we head to the bottom of the second. Still no score. All right. Cubs need to start hitting, though. Holy cow. All right, so of course, don't forget tonight, after this, hopefully we get to it on time. Niners at Rams tomorrow night, game 1 of the WNBA Finals. Yeah, hello, Rhonda. Thanks for joining. The 4 seed Mercury in Las Vegas to take on the 2 seed, the Aces. Taking the day off Saturday. Sunday, game 2, Mercury at Aces, 2 p.m. in the afternoon, Central Time. Patriots at Bills, the night game. We'll see if I do the London game at 8:30 a.m. For now, I'm not going to do it, but maybe I'll change my mind. Excuse me. I thought I had another one coming. But if not, I probably will be back next week, or we'll see. It's going to be see how things go for those Sunday morning games. Then Monday night, of course, Rhonda's Chiefs at Jaguars. And then Tuesday night, the opening night of the regular season for the NHL. All those games on ESPN, which I can do for now with ESPN Unlimited, but I will be switching after Game 5 or to ESPN Select, which used to be known as ESPN Plus for hockey, and I guess I get college sports as well. That's about it. It's mostly hockey. So don't think I'll have access to regular ESPN anymore. All right, we are set in the bottom of the second. Tucker back at the plate. Curveball taken, strike 1. He was at bat when Horner got out stealing second upon appeal. Originally called safe. Padres had to challenge. 0-1 pitch by Darvish. Misses outside on a curveball 70. Evens the count 1-1. Tucker, of course, the DH tonight. Here's the windup, the delivery. He's 4-seam driven to right for a single, maybe a double. Tati gets there quickly, and Tucker holds at first. So a leadoff single by the Cubs in the bottom of the second. And the Guardians didn't get anything in the... No. No halftime. They just take commercial breaks after every half inning, basically. Ball 1 on the next count. Cutter driven down the left field line. That's another hit. Throw to the cutoff man and safe at third and second. I think that'll be a double. And the Cubs have 2 runners in scoring position. Nobody out. in the bottom of the second. So 3 hits for the Cubs. That just got by the umps down third base line. Yeah, that's got to be a double. Yep. And that was Suzuki with the double. He had a solo shot to tie up game 1. And he had a double yesterday, and he has a double today. So Kelly is up. He hit the game lead and home run in game 1 to make it 2-1. They later added a run. So, hello, Tyler. At least with the most parks will have a 7th inning stretch. Wait, what's going on here? Between the top of the 7th and bottom of the 7th. I don't know. The ump went out to talk to Darvish. I don't know what happened. Okay, Kelly the batter, 249 hitter on the regular season. All right, again. All right, 2 runners in scoring position at second and third. First base is open. Sinker misses low, ball 1. Carson Kelly, the catcher, 249 average on the regular season, 17 home runs, 50 RBI, 5-0. 1-0 pitch. Swung on and missed on a sinker. Beautiful pitch. Got in on his hands off the plate. Twins fan got to cheer for someone else. Yeah, in the National League, who though? 1-1 pitch. Oh, he hit Kelly. Maybe on the elbow. The Cubs have the bases loaded and nobody out. Bottom of the second. Yeah, that last pitch by Darvish came in a little bit. He still swung at it, and this one he had no time to get out of the way. I think it hit him in the arm or the shoulder. No, it got him in the ribs. His left ribs. He couldn't get out of the way. He just didn't have enough time. He tried to turn away from it, but it got him right in the ribs. That'll bring up Crow Armstrong, who hasn't gotten a hit in the first 2 games. Looks like we got a pitching coach visit because that's not Schilt, the manager. Well, welcome to Twins fans, any fans for that matter. Yeah, this will be it for Sinbin Stream baseball coverage. Unless I think about the World Series, but because I don't even know what Fox is going to have, if anything, or if they're all. I guess they're going to have one. They're only going to have the AL in the Division Series and in the League Championship Series because I'm not paying for HBO Max, whatever the heck it's called, to be able to do National League Division Series or League Championship Series. First pitch to Crow Armstrong, bounces, gets away on a curveball. The catcher quickly picks it up. No time for the runners to advance. 1-0. Good stop by Fermin. To block it and not let it go back to the wall, and it just rolled up near the third baseline. Here's a single to center. 1 hops the center fielder. 1 run is in. And the Cubs still have the bases loaded as Pete Crow Armstrong drives in the first run. Yeah, I'm behind because I'm doing this off of ESPN Unlimited, so I'm probably behind everybody else. When the first 2 games were on ABC, so I wasn't behind. Yeah, he just drove 1 to center, and it 1-hopped the center fielder. Everybody had to hold to make sure it wasn't caught, especially the guy at third. He just, nice swing, got it out to center field. The Cubs still have nobody out. And what is that? 1 run on 4 hits? It is. Okay, I got to fix all my box scores real quick. We got another mound visit. Maybe it's just the infield coming in. Crow Armstrong is pumped. I think we got a pitching change already. Yeah. I already forgot his name. Schilt. Yeah, Schilt comes out, takes the ball, and we will have a pitching change here. Bottom of the second. Wow. Already. Yeah, Darvish Dunzo. Hello, Father Time. Welcome. Yeah, Tyler, yeah, you were ahead, but that's totally fine. That's no problem at all. Darvish Dunzo. Well stated. All right, real quick. So Darvish, we can't close the book on him yet. He only lasts an inning plus, and he's still on the hook for 3 base runners. Oh, yeah, let's check on what we got here. Bottom of the 8th, 1 out for the Guardians, trailing by 5. They have 2 runners in scoring position. Runners at second and third. Oh, no, that's okay. Don't worry about it. Yeah, again, it's only because I'm on ESPN Unlimited today that I'm this far behind. So, yeah, don't worry about it. All you said is there we go. So, it wasn't really that much of a spoiler. Thank you. It's okay. Excuse me. Yeah, the first 2 games were on ABC, but ABC has the Tigers Guardians game. You know, since the Dodgers swept 2-0, you know, they slid all the games down. Oh, but not really no, they did slide that game a little bit. All right, Swanson is the hitter. First pitch, swung on and missed on a slider for strike 1. Righty against righty. Oh, yeah. Who is the pitcher, by the way? Estrada. Yeah, righty against righty. Upstairs on a slider, ball 1. All right, right-hander is set. 5 seconds on the pitch clock. Here's the windup. Slider fouled off. 86. 1-2 is the count. Nobody out. 1 run in on a bases-loaded single by Pete Crow Armstrong to center. Swanson, the batter. Oh, yeah, I heard... I did see Cunningham's quotes. I forgot already. Fouls off a splitter, still 1-2. Excuse me, 81 miles per hour on that. Guardians still, I can catch. Let me check the Guardians. Still 1 out, runners at second and third in the bottom of the 8th. Here's the 1-2. Bounces a splitter in the dirt. 83 miles per hour. Good stop by Fermin to keep it out front of him. That was way short of the plate. Darvish looking on from the dugout. All right, 2-2 pitch. Here's the delivery. Way upstairs on a slider. Full count. Nobody out. Bottom of the second. Again, Swanson the hitter. 244 in the regular season. Crow Armstrong at first, Kelly at second, Suzuki with the double at third, and time called by Swanson. He'll adjust the batting gloves at grand slam time. Oh, trying to crack my knee. All right. Estrada to Swanson. Full count. Nobody out. Here's the pitch. Upstairs. Ball 4. Bases still loaded. 2-0 Cubs. That'll bring up the 9th place hitter, Shaw, the third baseman. Wrigley Field exploding in applause. The Cubs are on the board early, something that has not happened in this series. They were shut out the first 4 innings of Game 1, managed a 3-1 win. Swung on a miss, 4-seam, 97, strike 1. Might have just been a hair upstairs. And then yesterday they got shut out 3-0. Padres, I think, had 1 in the first on a double steal and a sac fly. And then a 2-run homer as insurance. Fouled off another 4-seam quickly, 0-2. So a bases loaded walk for Swanson. He gets the RBI. And Crow Armstrong on the single had an RBI. All right. 2 seconds on the pitch clock. Delivers a 4-seam outside, chased it, swinging, strike 3. And there's 1 away. We go to the top of the order. Bush, the batter. He's 1 for 1 today. 286 for the series. All right. Well, the Padres got an out. They're only down 2-0. Cubs really got to apply the pressure and get some more runs here. And 2 outs for the Guardians now. And they just got 2 runs. It's 6-3, but there is 2 outs. Runner at second. Splitter 83 low. Ball 1. What are they replaying right now? The last strikeout pitch, yeah. 6-3 Guardians. Oh, but there's a challenge underway, so hold the phone. Upstairs, Splitter misses ball 2. 2-0. 1 out. Bush in the left-handed batter's box. 261 average on the season, 34 homers in the regular season. 1 for 1 tonight, 286 for this 3-game series. 2-0 pitch, wind up. Oh, he swung on and missed on a splitter that just caught the inside edge of the plate. He was asking if it was going to be a strike, and the ump nodded his head yes, and he was right. All right, 2-1, 1 out, bases loaded, bottom of the second, 2-0 Chicago. Here's the pitch, fouls off a 4-seam, evens the count, 2-2. Yeah, if you're lucky to get the tickets, yeah, and yeah, hopefully, Rhonda. We'll take a single or a double, though, or another walk. All right, time is called by, I believe, Bush. He steps out. Yeah, so much for the pitch clock. Man, this game, that's all right. Let's just get some more runs. 2-2. 1 out. Bases loaded for Chicago. Here's the pitch by Estrada. Splitter. Hit it foul down the right field line. Out of play. Into the stands. 2-2 still. Oh, I thought the Herb comments posted earlier. Maybe it was somebody else's quote. All right, here's the 2-2. Pitch is on the way. Bounces a splitter, 83. I don't even know if that may have gotten to the plate, but barely if it did. Full count, 1 away. Oh, that actually hit the plate. Another terrific stop by Fermin. It could be way worse than 2-0 if not for Fermin behind the plate. The catcher for the San Diego Padres. Full count, 1 away, and Estrada steps off the mound. He's going to scrape his spikes. Now he'll set up on the pitching rubber again. We get a shot of Schilt blowing a bubble in the dugout. Wow, he stepped off with 1 second on the pitch timer. He's very lucky that wasn't an automatic ball in ball 4. Swung on, 4-seam to first, to second, over to... Oh, they got the double play to retire the side. The Cubs leave 1, but they get 2. We head to the top of the third. 2-0 Chicago. Whoops, I hit the wrong button. There we go. Oh, wasted opportunity to get a lot more. Wow. Yeah, I had a bad feeling. I'm like, once they got that 1 out, I'm like, all right, stay out of the double play. Wow, they got really lucky that time was granted with 1 second on the pitch clock. So 2 runs on 4 hits and at least 1 walk. Well, in the game, I mean, for that inning, obviously they had a hit before that. So 3 hits and a walk, I believe. So the book is closed on Darvish. 1 inning, 4 hits, 2 runs, no walks, 1 strikeout. So he gets an 18 ERA for his work. Yeah, both runs being earned as well. All right, the Padres have Cronenworth, Fermin, and then the top of the order, Tatis Jr. Meanwhile, in Cleveland, we head to the top of the 9th. Guardians got 2, but they trail by 3, 6-3. Tigers have 1 out, top of the 9th. Let's see. Okay, I think I updated everything. All right, they're interviewing Mike Schilt, the Padres manager. Yeah, nice 3-6-1 double play that they turned to stay out of the big inning and only give up 2 runs. A bases loaded single by Pete Crow Armstrong, followed by a bases loaded walk by Swanson. First pitch on a 4-seam misses outside 1-0. Cronenworth, 246 in the regular season. 0 for the series so far. Misses low on a 4-seam, 2-0. Just a little low. Here's the pitch. Inside. Oh, he gave him the inside corner. 2-1. That easily could have been 3-0. Cronenworth didn't seem to argue, though. Fouls off a 4-seam that would have caught the outside edge. It goes down the left field line into the stands. 2-2 the count to the leadoff hitter in the top of the third. Ground ball to second, over to first in time for out number 1. So that would be Horner to Bush. G4-3. That'll bring up Fermin, the catcher. Yep. Yeah, at least they got 2. It's too bad they didn't get more, though. That was a huge strikeout, then double play. Nice 1-6-3 or yeah, 3-6-1 double play I meant. Four seam taken, strike one. Pretty much down the middle. Oh, catches the low outside corner on a cutter quickly. 0-2. Right-hander versus right-hander. And yeah, Fermin kept a lot of those balls in front of him. Otherwise, that could have been a worse inning for the Padres. In the bottom of the second. Sweeper fouled off 81. 0-2 still. All right. All right, pitch clock's down to 4. All right, in the windup, the delivery, sweeper grounded to third, up with it over to first in time for out number 2. So ground out 5-3 on the assistant put out. That was, of course, Shaw over to Bush, corner to corner. All right, top of the order. Seen the Padres once through the order. Now Tatis Jr. is up. What is going on? Okay, we're getting warm-ups from the Yankee Stadium for Red Sox Yankees. I wanted to see what the delay was here on this game. Yeah, that was a good play. Definitely. Decent throw to first, too. All right, the winner of Yankees Red Sox takes on the 1 seed, the Blue Jays. That's a best of 5 then. And the winner of Guardians Tigers takes on the Mariners, the 2 seed. Cutter swung on and missed, strike 1 to Tatis. And that game is headed to the bottom of the 9th. 6-3 Tigers, Guardians down to the last 2 outs. Swung on and missed a 4-seam upstairs in the zone. Strike 2. Two outs. Nobody on. 2 strikes. The pitch. Swung on and missed on a sweeper in the dirt. They apply the tag for out number 3. We head to the bottom of the 3rd. Good guys up. 2-0. Wow, what a pitch. Tatis went fishing way out in front of that changeup. All right, I think I got to get more water. I'll be right back. Oh, yeah, but let's check in on Cleveland. Now they're down to their last out. 6-3, nobody on, 2 outs. All right, I'll be right back. Try to keep an eye on that game. Oh. All right. Still nobody on. 2 outs for the Guardians in Cleveland. Nope, there. It just ended. 6-3. Tigers take the win in Game 3. They won Games 1 and 3, and they will head to play the. I already forgot. Next. Who's the Toronto Blue Jays in a best of 5 American League Divisional Series. The winner of the game we are watching, Padres Cubs, will take on the Brewers. We already know the Dodgers are playing the Phillies. Again, this is Saturday. And then the winner of the game after this, Yankees, Red Sox, will play Seattle. So 2 seed, 1 seed, 1 seed, 2 seed. All right, they're interviewing Craig Counsell. Yeah, exactly. Speaking of fish, no. All right, we are set for Horner, the leadoff hitter. Four-seam fastball taken for strike one. Horner 0 for 1 today. He had the fielder's choice, and that was out stealing second in the first. Grounder to short near the bag. Bounce. Ooh, low throw. Got him in time. Arise with a good dig. Whoops, I forgot to zero that out. One out in the bottom of the third. That was, of course, Bogarts, the shortstop, to Arise at first. So G6-3 on the putout. Happ, the left fielder and the third hitter in the Cub lineup. 0 for the series. 0 for 1 with a strikeout today, or tonight, this afternoon. Grounded down the first base line, but foul for strike one. Ooh. All right, yeah, don't forget Niners, Rams immediately following this game. Game one was pretty quick. It was 2.5 hours. Yesterday, it definitely went 3. Hoping we don't go more than 3. All right. Left-handed batter's box. Happ against the righty. Estrada swung on and popped it in foul territory by first base and caught by Arise for out number 2. Quickly 2 away. Nobody on, and that'll bring up Tucker, the DH. 1 for 1, and he scored the Cubs' first run of the game. And then on a single, and then Suzuki doubled him over to third. Kelly got hit by a pitch, then a single by Crow Armstrong, and a walk by Swanson gave the Cubs 2 runs in the bottom of the second. We're in the bottom of the third. Left-handed batter's box. Tucker swung on and missed. 83-mile-per-hour pitch, a little bit outside, 0-1. They didn't say what type of pitch it was, though. Maybe they didn't know. 266 average on the regular season for Tucker. Here's the pitch. Bounces a splitter, 83. Evens the count, 1-1. There's my left ankle. Ow. All right. 2 on the pitch clock. 1. Here's the windup. A little bit outside. Splitter, 82. Misses. 2-1. All right. Estrada steps off the rubber to get the rosin bag for better grip. Dry up the sweat. 8 on the pitch clock. 5, 3, 2, 1. Oh, just got into the windup. Four-seam fought off and single into left field. He got jammed, but he still had enough power to drive that to left field for a 2-out single here in the bottom of the third. Cubs pick up their 5th hit of the game. Still, yeah, 0-1-0, 2-5-0 for the Cubs. Yeah, that was a nice, flare is the perfect word. Kind of an inside-out swing, right? Maybe. Definitely could have gotten jammed, but he had enough bat speed to flick it in the left. Righty against righty, Suzuki takes a 4-seam on the inside edge of the plate for strike 1. 3 for 8, 2 doubles and a solo home run for Suzuki. He had the homer to tie the game in game 1. He had a double yesterday and then a double and scored the second run of the game for the Cubs today. Upstairs on a 4-seam, misses, so 1-1. And, of course, Tucker, the DH, the runner, after he got a single. with 2 outs. And in his last 6 games, Suzuki had 6 homers and 11 RBI. So no homer yesterday, though. Outside, misses on a splitter, 81, 2-1 the count. As we get a look at Game 1's home run he hit. That was almost halfway up the bleachers. I'm a little short of that, but left center. All right, Strata faked a throw to first. Tucker back safely without a throw, too. All right, again, Suzuki 1 for 1 with that double in the second. 2-1 count. Slider fouled off, 87. Evens the count, 2-2. All right, Suzuki adjusting the batting gloves. Two pitch, 2 on the pitch clock. 1 just got the windup at the 0. Splitter taken upstairs for strike 3. Caught looking. Good call though. I keep hitting the wrong button. Cubs leave 1 on a 2-out single. We head to the top of the 4th. 2-0 Chicago. Through 3 innings. Yeah. Nice 2-out hit, and they couldn't take advantage of it. It's too bad. Ow. All right, I wonder... Yeah, I'm still going to take Saturday off. Even if Fox has a game, I just need a break. So they'll have the AL. I guess 1 will be on FS1 and 1 will be on Fox. They haven't even designated yet what they're doing. They know on Sunday. Yeah, because they're going to have football, so they're not going to have any baseball Sunday. Yeah, I get it. Okay. Makes sense. Yeah, see, a lot of it is on FS1, so I wouldn't be able to do that anyways. Like next week, it looks like. I don't know, I'll take a look, but yeah. Probably going to move on to hockey. I do enjoy hockey. Yeah, so it was 8-4 Dodgers, so they swept it 2-0 last night. Yankees tied the series up with a 4-3 win. Cubs got blanked 3-0 to tie that up. Cleveland won 6-1 to tie it up, but just lost already. We got Chelios and Eddie Vedder in the house again. Chelios, former Blackhawk amongst many teams. He actually played for the Chicago Wolves before he retired too, though. All right, strike 1 to the leadoff hitter. Low, ball 1 on a changeup. All right. Arise the hitter, 1-1 count. It's 4-seam. Oh, a line drive knocked down and throws the first in time. What a play by Swanson at short. I thought that was a single to center all the way. Swanson knocked it down, hung with it, and then threw to first to get him in time. Yeah, it went off his glove. It like snow coned. And then good dig by Bush to retire the leadoff hitter, Arise. He lost his sunglasses. Yeah, Bush had to kneel at first to get it. Oh, Arise wasn't running. He hesitated after when he first came out of the box, and then he turned on the jets, but it was too late. Swung on and missed, strike one. To the next hitter, Machado. He's 0 for 1. 275 regular season average, 27 home runs. He had a 2-run homer yesterday to increase the lead from 1-0 to 2-0. Cutter fouled near the dugout and caught by Bush on the first base line. That's 2 away quickly in the top of the 4th. Yeah, that was a heck of a play by Swanson and Bush on that. And then Swanson near the Padres dugout. He just reached over the rail and caught it in foul territory. So good defense. They're throwing the leather there for Chicago. All right, Merrill drives a single to right in the corner. Suzuki, that's going to be extra bases. It's safely at second with a 2-out double. All right, Padres have a runner in scoring position. Believe their first extra base hit and only their second hit of the game. Suzuki got there in time for 2 hops, but it was just right down the line pretty much, and Merrill slid head first at second, and the throw was late. Cutter taken, strike one. The hitter is Bogarts. Thielbar, who pitched yesterday, is warming up, a lefty for the Cubs. Well, I'm glad. Hope you guys are enjoying the live stream. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Sweeper grounded to third, and they call it foul. Shaw bobbled it in foul territory. Quickly 0-2. But a runner at, let's see where this ball went. Yep. It was in foul territory and hit past the bag. It went to as the batter's looking at the left side or third base dugout side. All right, Bogarts, 0 for 1 today. 0-2 count, 2 outs, but a runner at second after a 2-out double. That was Merrill. Padres 3 for 18 with runners in scoring position. Here's the 0-2 outside on a 4-seam, 92. 1-2's the count. All right, Bogarts, righty. Tail on a righty. Bounces a cutter, 85, 2-2. Evens the count. Still has Merrill at second. 57 pitches for tail on. Assuming I'm saying that right. Didn't really check. All right. Here's the pitch. Check swing on a sweeper. Fouled it straight back to the screen. It's still 2-2. That was an excuse me swing or a defensive swing. Just kind of threw the bat at the ball. Little flick of the wrist. 7 on the pitch clock. 5, 4. Delivery. Bounces a cutter. Full count. 2 outs. Runner at second. Oh, come on. Merrill at second. Bogarts at the plate. O'Hearn on deck. 8 on the pitch clock. Runner takes his lead from second. Delivery by tail on. Sweeper 80 into short left. Swanson out to make the catch and retire the side. They get a hit and leave one and leave it in scoring position. We head to the bottom of the fourth. Good guys 2, bad guys Padres 0. That's right? 020250. Yep. There we go. Oh, sorry. Thank you for saying so, Tyler. I appreciate you being here. Again, hope everybody's enjoying the live stream. Let's see. Real quick. Just a reminder, thanks everybody who has liked and subscribed. If you're new here, hope you're enjoying the live stream. If so, please consider hitting like and or subscribe. Doing one or both will help with getting YouTube to recommend us to other potential viewers and help me grow the channel. And I thank everyone for their support. Okay. Hey, we got 10 likes. I do appreciate it. Oh, yeah, we forgot to look at the poll, too. All right, we got 11 votes, 73% voting with the Cubs to advance against the Brewers. Let's see. Oh, in the fourth, we got Kelly, Crow Armstrong, and Swanson. So the second, Kelly got hit his only at bat in the second, hit by pitch to load the bases, and then Crow Armstrong singled, and Swanson walked to give the Cubs the 2-0 lead. Yeah, Tucker got a hit. Suzuki doubled him to third. Kelly got hit by pitch. Crow Armstrong single. Swanson walk. Then a Shaw strikeout. And then a Bush grounded into double play. King is your new pitcher for the Padres. Michael King, a righty. 5-3 record. 15 starts this year. 73 and a third innings pitched, 76 strikeouts, 1.20 whip. First pitch, four-seam fastball taken, strike one by Kelly. 0-1. Pitch into right field, and it takes a couple hops to Tatis for a single. He was battling the sun and couldn't charge it because he couldn't exactly locate it. So a leadoff single. Yeah, he couldn't tell where it was even with his sunglasses on. So another hit for the Cubs. King is set, facing Crow Armstrong, righty against lefty. Swung on and missed, strike one. Single and an RBI for Pete Crow Armstrong in the second inning. He's 1 for 1. Here's the pitch. Outside, a little high too. 95 miles per hour on a four-seam. Evens the count, 1-1. Darvish, the starter, only lasted 1+ and gave up the 2 runs. Low. Changeup, yep. Called ball 2. I mean, it just barely missed the box, the strike zone. But all right, he checks the runner. King is set now. Here's the pitch. Outside on a changeup. 88. 3-1 is the count. Crowd on their feet. Wasn't much to cheer for yesterday. 3-1 pitch. Delivery. Four seam 96 taken on the outside edge of the plate. Full count 3-2. All right, King checks the runner at first. Now he's set. Wind up. Pitch. Fouls off a four seam. We'll do it again. 3-2. All right, so far so good on my internet. Nothing, no dropped video frames. All right. King checks the runner. Now he's set. 3-2 pitch. Throws the first, not in time. Kelly is back. The catcher. Kelly 1 for 1. He just singled this inning and he got hit by a pitch in the second. And Crow Armstrong delivered a single to center to drive in the first run for the Cubs. All right, here's the pitch. Upstairs, swung on a miss on a four seam, strike 3. 1 out. 1 on. That'll bring up Swanson, who walked and got an RBI in the second inning. As we get a commercial while we wait for the next batter, side by side. Oh, boy. All right, we're set before the first pitch to the next batter. Way outside, four seam, 97, 1-0. Good stop by Fermin. That could have easily gone to the backstop. Dansby Swanson, 244 batting average in the regular season, 24 home runs. 4 on the pitch clock. Here's the pitch. Sinker right down the middle. Strike 1, 95 miles per hour. Swanson adjusting the batter's glove, steps back in. Kelly takes a lead. King is set. Here's the pitch. Sinker to first. Was it out of play? Did it bounce? Yeah. Okay, strike 2. Foul ball. I couldn't tell what the first base ump was calling. I thought maybe he caught it, but I guess I should have known because he made no attempt to tag, the bag to double off Kelly. So, yeah, just a ground ball to first. All right, 1-2 count, 1 out, but a runner at first. Bottom of the fourth, Cubs looking to add to the lead. Here's the pitch. Fouls off a low changeup, keeps it 1-2. All right. King is set. Pitch way outside on a slider. Evens the count. 2-2. Again, Kelly with the leadoff single. And Crow Armstrong struck out. We got a 2-2 count to Swanson. Here's the pitch. Swung on a miss on a low changeup. Strike 3. Quickly 2 away. They still have 1 on. The 9th place hitter, Shaw, the third baseman, coming to the bat. Nice pitch by King. Couldn't dig down low enough to get that changeup. All right, King is set. Pitch to Shaw. Sweeper misses outside. Whoops. Hit the wrong button. 1-0. A lefty, Wandy Peralta, warming up. Number 58 for the Padres. Yeah, Cubs have some lefties coming up. Pitch taken on a sinker on the low outside corner. Strike 1. Padres in the... They got that yellow SD on their caps and the brown caps. And then the pinstripes on, like, kind of grayish uniforms. Her tan. Sweeper swung on a miss. Just missed outside. 1-2's the count. Hey, Mac. Hello. Oh, enjoy your time with your granddaughter. No worries. Thanks for checking in, Mac. Swung on and missed on a sweeper outside. That retires the side. The Cubs pick up a hit and leave one, but we're through 4 innings. We head to the top of the 5th, 3-0 Cubs. Oops, let me clear the strikes too. Did I put end 4th? Yeah, I did. There we go. Through 4, 2-0 Cubs. 6-2 on hits too. All right. Oh, excuse me. Again, Niners at Rams following this game. Then plenty of WNBA coming up. Starting Friday night and Sunday afternoon. And then football, and then opening day or opening night of hockey, opening afternoon. The Tuesday, Blackhawks at Panthers. Penguins at Rangers, and Avalanche at Kings. All on ESPN. So probably a rare Blackhawks game for me, as I will not be paying to watch Blackhawks, but I am considering doing ESPN Plus, which is getting changed to ESPN Select. Currently have ESPN Unlimited for the WNBA playoffs. And the price is going up. It was $11.99 a month. Late October, it's going to be $12.99, but it's still one of the cheaper streaming services around. All right, Thielbar in to pitch for the Cubs. That closes the book on tail on. He went 4 innings, gave up 2 hits, no runs, no walks, 4 strikeouts. Thielbar is on. I mean, I assume it's Thielbar. I guess it could be. O'Hearn, Sheets, and Cronenworth. Ball 1 on a sweeper upstairs. Upstairs on a 4-seam. Actually, no, he fouled it off. Apologies. I looked away. I was fixing something. All right. Leadoff hitter, it is O'Hearn, the DH hitter. He is 1 for 1 on the day. Lefty against lefty. Thielbar delivers. Swung on and missed on a 4-seam. 1-2. Pretty much right down the middle of the plate. Here's the pitch. Ooh, taken, caught looking at a curveball low in the strike zone. Didn't like the call at the knees and quickly 1 out in the top of the 5th. Cubs will take it. Good frame job by the catcher. But that hit the box. I mean, next year they could appeal and they would lose. All right, Thielbar is set. That'll bring up Sheets, another lefty-lefty. Ooh, that sweeper I thought caught the outside edge of the plate. Instead, it's ball 1. All right, here's the pitch. Slider hit between the hole and first and second. Diving attempt made by Horner at second to no avail. A 1-out single for the San Diego Padres. Their 3rd hit of the day. 3rd hit of game 3 here. That'll bring up Cronenworth, the second baseman. 0 for 1 today. 0 for the series. Lefty versus lefty. Thielbar delivers a four seam 95, pretty much down the middle, taken, strike one. 246 average on the season and 11 home runs for Jake Cronenworth. He's 0 for 8 on the series. 0-1 pitch. Fouls off a four seam. Strike two. 95 miles per hour. And we got Daniel Palencia, righty, warming up. Number 48 in the Cubs bullpen. Ow. Yeah, the Cubs could use a double play here for sure. Here's the pitch outside on a slider, 1-2, 90 miles per hour. Would it be easier to say MPH? I don't know. All right. Checks the runner, delivers, swung on and missed, four seam. It might have been tipped either way at strike three and 2 away. Yeah, that'll work too. Strikeouts and double play is always welcome. For sure. I think Thielbar might be done. Is Fermin a switch hitter or a righty? He's been trouble. He had a double yesterday. He is a righty. So they will call the Palencia, the righty, in from the bullpen with 2 outs here in the top of the fifth. Yeah, that's why these games take so long. There's tons of pitching changes, and you can never control how many dang foul balls there are in a count, but not too bad on the time here. It's quicker than yesterday, that's for sure. So that'll be good. Okay, 030-260. All right, we got 2 outs. Runner at first. 9th place hitter, catcher Fermin. I think Tatis a righty, or is he a switch? Nope, Tatis also a righty. Arise is a lefty hitter. All right, need to retire Fermin. Let Tati lead off the 6th. I forgot who made the last out for the Cubs. Was it Shaw? Or was it Swanson? I think it was Shaw. He struck out. Yeah, Kelly got a hit, and then they may have struck out the side. I don't remember. Oh, yeah, they're already talking about Tuesday. Ugh, getting sick of the Panthers, that's for sure. Never have really been a huge Hawks fan, but not happy with them since they took their Chicago Sports Network off the over-the-air when they made their deal with Comcast Xfinity. Yep, see how cable's doing in another 5 years or so. First pitch fouled off on an excuse me swing or a self-defense swing. And 0-1. Oh-1 pitch upstairs, 100 on a four seam, appealed to first. I think they said he swung. The ESPN was slow to get to the first base ump. It's 0-2. Oh, yeah, there was no doubt. I can't believe the home plate ump didn't just go ahead and call that. His bat was over the plate. 0-2 pitch, 2 outs. Runner at second. Fermin, the hitter. Righty against righty. Palencia delivers upstairs barely. 101, and they did appeal again. No swing. That one, yeah, of course. I agree with. Probably didn't need to appeal. Yeah, he definitely checked it. He did not go over the plate. All right, 1-2 count. 3 straight four-seam fastballs. Here's the pitch. Swung on a four-seam line down the left field line. Runner around second, heading to third. Throw cut off and safe at second with a 2-out double is Fermin. Oh, man, that is trouble. And we head to the top of the order. So got to get Tati out here, or do you walk the bases loaded and bring up a rise? Only have electric coming into my... I know, but even streaming is... that's why I'm so mad at the WNBA for putting more games, or putting games on USA next year. Four seam, 100 miles per hour, taken, strike one. Tying run at second base now, here in the top of the fifth with 2 outs. Tati at the plate. Righty against righty. Palencia checks the runners. Winds up, delivers, fouled off a four seam outside, 0-2, 100 miles per hour. All right, come on, Palencia. Don't lose him here. Cubs fans waving the towels on their feet. Checking the runners. Palencia delivers low and outside on a slider. 1-2. That's true. Guess that's postseason baseball for you. Here's the pitch. Fouled off a four seam. Nope, it's a short fly to right. Under it is Suzuki for out number 3. And the Cubs get out of a jam. The Padres leave 2 in scoring position. We head to the bottom of the fifth. Cubs still lead by 2-0. Wow, halfway home. And we're almost 90 minutes into the game. So that's not bad, especially compared to yesterday. That game took forever, I felt like, yesterday. All right. Well, it'd be less pressure if the Cubs could start with some more runs here in the fifth. They've got their leadoff hitter, Bush, then Horner, then Happ. Bush 1 for 2, Horner 0 for 2, Happ 0 for 2, and a strikeout. Happ 0 for the series as well. Happ and Shaw are the only players 0 for the series. Pete Crow Armstrong got his first hit in the second inning to drive in the Cubs' first run. And then he just struck out here in the fourth. Or no, I'm sorry. Yeah, he struck out for the first out in the fourth. Excuse me. Oh, yeah, let me make sure I got all the box scores right. Oh, I forgot a hit for the... Apologies, I'll fix that. My bad. 4 hits for the Padres. I think I forgot the Fermin double. All right. Oh, I gotta sit up. Okay already with this ad for this rock movie. Jeez Louise, I feel like we've just seen the same ad back to back. All right, looks like we're just about set. If you missed it, the Tigers won 6-3 in Cleveland earlier. So they advance in a 2-1 series win. Who are they taking on again? The Blue Jays, I believe, the 1 seed. Or no. They're taking on Seattle, the 2 seed. My bad. All right, we got a lefty pitcher, Wandy Peralta, in for the Padres to face Bush. So lefty against lefty. Here's the first pitch. Upstairs sinker, got away from the catcher as well. 1-0. Bottom of the fifth, 2-0 Cubs, looking to add some for insurance. Sinker taken, strike 1. I agree, Tyler or Ty T. We need at least one here. Third pitch, just inside on a sinker, 2-1. Again, a lefty, Peralta against Bush, who's 1 for 2, a lefty as well. Fouled off an 89-per-hour slider right down the middle, 2-2. I'm going to have to get some more water after this inning. As we get a shot of Schilt chomping on his gum in the Padres dugout. All right, 2-2 pitch, leadoff hitter here in the bottom of the 5th. Here's the pitch. Sinker down the third base line and falls in for a hit. They had him played as a dead pole hitter, and he just hit a little duck snort, as Hawk Harrelson used to call it. I can't even call it a Texas leaguer. It didn't make it to the outfield. It was straight down the third base line, and it hit just behind the bag, fair territory, and nothing the third baseman could do since he was basically lined up where the shortstop would be, if you're playing straight away. So 7th hit for the Cubs. If he's anywhere near third, that's an easy pop out to lead off the inning, but instead it's a hit. That'll bring up Horner, a righty. Slider misses outside, 1-0. So lead off single for the Cubs. All right, here's the 1-0, taking a changeup on the outside edge of the plate, 1-1 for strike one. That was crazy how that little hit. 1-1 pitch, misses outside on a changeup, 90, 2-1. So Bush the runner at first, Horner at the plate, Happ on deck. Excuse me. 2-1 pitch, grounded, a sinker to short, flipped to second, over to first in time. Deep GDP 6-4-3 on the putout. Quickly 2 away for the Cubs. Ugh. How many have they turned? I don't think that's their first one. Yeah, they've got 2 now. They've turned 2. Happ up with nobody on and 2 outs in the bottom of the 5th. Eek. Oh, I got to fix this. Strike one on a changeup. Taken or called. All right, they erase the leadoff single by grounding into a double play. Here's the pitch, fouled off a changeup quickly, 0-2. 89 on the changeup. Here's the pitch, low and outside on an 87-mile-per-hour changeup, 1-2. Where are they lining up? Is that wait, who's that third? Oh, Machado. Sinker driven to left, back at the track, 1 hop off the ivy, and going to be safe at second with a double. 2-out double, first hit of the series for Happ. And that'll bring up Tucker, the DH, who's 2 for 2 and a run scored. Huge 2-out double here for the Cubs. Maybe they can rally and after 2 outs and get something going here. Yeah, he drove that and it one-hopped the ivy in that alley, right where the left field wall makes that curve. From the line it goes, and then the alley, it makes that little S turn. And we got a pitching change, I believe. Looks like they'll make a call to the bullpen for a righty. Yep, that's who we're doing. Oh, gotta take the count down. There we go. All right, so they bring in. It's not. Wait, did they not bring him in? Suarez is warming up, a righty. Wait, they didn't. Did they not call him in yet? Okay, never mind. I guess it wasn't a pitcher change. I guess they're staying with Peralta to face the. I guess they were just discussing things. Yeah, he'll be gone if he doesn't get Tucker. Whoa, inside on a sinker. Almost hit him. Ball one. All right, never mind. It was just a mound visit, I guess. But if he doesn't get Tucker, I'm sure they'll pull him to face the on-deck hitter, Suzuki. All right, 1-0 is the count. Lefty, lefty. Inside on a sinker again, 2-0. Peralta versus Tucker. Runner at second after a two-out double by, it was Happ, right? Yeah, Happ, the left fielder. First hit of the series. Checks the runner, delivers, slider, grounded to short, over to first in time, retires the side. So the Cubs get a hit and leave one on base in scoring position. We head to the top of the sixth, still 2-0 Cubs. Yeah, dang. Really wish they could have added a run there. I agree. So we got make sure my box scores are right. 040280. 040280. Yep, we're good. Cubs got 2 in the second. We had a Tucker single, Suzuki double, Kelly hit by pitch. Pete Crow Armstrong with his first hit of the series drove in a run on a one-hop single to center. Then Swanson walked to drive in the second run. Shaw struck out, and then Bush grounded into a double play. And in this inning, we had a leadoff. The Cubs had a leadoff single, grounded into double play. Then a double by Tucker by Happ, and now just Tucker grounded out 4-3 to end the inning. So through 5, top of the 6th, Padres will have Arise, Machado, and Merrill, the 2, 3, 4 hitters in their lineup. All right, hoping to still get to Niners-Rams tonight on time. We're kind of going to be close. We'll see. I got to get some more water. Probably going to have to eat a snack at some time before the game, too. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already done so. Thank you for everybody who already has. If you're new, welcome. Hope you're enjoying it. Hope to see you in our next live stream as well. Thank you so much for your support. All right, we're back to the broadcast. Yankees Red Sox winner will face the Blue Jays in a best of 5, the 1 seed. Yankees the 4, Red Sox the 5. The Tigers the 6 seed already advanced to play the 2 seed Mariners. All right, Arise set. First pitch upstairs, 4-seam misses. Ball 1. Top of the 292 average in the regular season, 8 home runs. He's 2 for 9 on the series. Down the middle, slider, 87, taking strike 1. I know. 3-0 would have felt so much more comfortable than 2. Single. Oh, good stop by Swanson. He fires to first. Got him. Wow, what a play by Swanson, the shortstop, throwing the leather. I thought that was a single to center all the way. Terrific play on the grass in the outfield. Swanson to Bush. Another good dig by Bush. It was a one-hopper off the dirt. He knocked it down, picked it up after he bobbled it a little bit, and fired a strike to first to get a rise in time. Wow, what a play. That was incredible. 1 out. First pitch slider misses low. Ball 1. Two-time gold glove, not glowed gov. Gold glove winner. Oh, where was that? That four seam was on the upper inside corner. Did he call that a ball or a strike? Yeah, good throw. Bush on one knee. It was a ball. That should have been a strike. Four seam swung on and missed or fouled off. Either way, it's 2-1 on the count. Shoot, should be 1-2. At least next year, I think it would be. All right, Palencia, the righty, delivers against the righty. Four seam upstairs. Ball 3. Machado 0 for 2 today. With a walk. Or no, shoot. No. Wait. All right, 3-1 count. Here's the pitch. Wow, he thought he walked, and it was a called slider. I mean, that wasn't even, like, close. That was right. It wasn't like it was on the edge of the plate. That was over the plate. I don't know why he thought that was a ball. It was not high. He was starting to head to first, and then had to be called back. Three-two count, 1 out, top of the 6th. Nobody out. There's ball 4. So there's his first walk. Spoiler alert. Now he's 0 for 2 with a walk. And that'll bring up Merrill. 1 out, 1 on, top of the 6th. Cubs have lefty Drew Pomeranz warming in the pen. Whoops, wrong one. Grounder to short. Swanson takes it himself, steps on second, throws to first in time. Bush with another terrific play as well. Sick GDP 6-3 on the play. So a put out for Swanson, an assist for Swanson, and a put out for Bush. And are they going to appeal, though? It was close at first. But wow, Swanson's really kept the Cubs in this game. Without his defense, they would be hurting. We head to the bottom of the 6th, still 2-0 Cubs. Oh, they definitely dodged some bullets there. Unbelievable. So we got 2-4-0. I mean, sorry, 0-4-0 and 2-8-0. Let me make sure my other box scores that way. Yep. 4-0, 2-8-0. Okay. All right, I got to get water. I'll be right back. All right, so 3.5 innings to go. Hopefully only 3. Hopefully the Cubs win this in the top of the 9th. Hopefully that means we get to 49ers Rams on time. Pardon me eating. We got Suzuki, Kelly, Crow Armstrong due up for the Cubs. As they show replays of all the great defensive plays, Swanson's made it short for the Cubs. Terrific double play turned by Swanson. Oh, that looked like it was outside. Next year, that'd be outside. Instead, strike one taken on the outside edge. Should have been a ball. Robert Suarez. Righty against righty. Four-seam foul off. Quickly 0-2 to Suzuki, who's 1 for 2 with a double. Yeah, this game's a little bit quicker paced than yesterday, but not as quick as Tuesday. Low, sinker, 1-2. As we once again see Schilt in the Padres dugout chomping on his gum. I don't think we see Counsell that much. I don't know why they keep showing Schilt, the Padres manager. Four-seam, he had to swing. It was a little outside, but he had to protect the plate after that first strike. 1-2 to Suzuki. Yeah, I know. I'm not really... I'm not offended. I'm not the biggest baseball fan. I did enjoy my time back with it, then I soured on it because Chicago Sports Net went away. Bounces a changeup to even the count, 2-2. I still think the pace needs to be quickened a little bit. Whatever they did Tuesday was great. Wednesday was slow. Even though it was like in the 3-hour neighborhood. 2-2 pitch, leadoff hitter Suzuki, sinker into center, barely moving as the center fielder who catches it for out number 1. 1 away, and that'll bring up Crow Armstrong, who has an RBI single from the second inning. Got the Cubs their first run. That was his first hit in this series. So now, after Happ had his hit, Shaw is the only one that's 0 for the series, the 9th place hitter, the third baseman. And for the Padres, still Cronenworth, the second base hitter. The second baseman, 8th place hitter. Driven into right center. That's going to fall down for a hit. Tatis gets it on one hop, and the Cubs have a one-out single. And that'll bring up Crow. I'm sorry, that was Kelly on the hit. Now Crow Armstrong is up. My bad. It was a one-pitch single. That's why I got fooled. 9th hit for the Cubs. First pitch outside and a little high. Ball 1 on a, I think they said sinker. Now Crow Armstrong, left-handed hitter, is up. Suarez delivers, fouls off a four-seam that was upstairs, 1-1. Yeah, he cannot lay off those high pitches from what little I've seen of the Cubs this year. I think this is my fourth game watching the Cubs. I saw them play the Mets on a Sunday once because of Roku TV. All right, 1-1 pitch, fouls off a four-seam. That was going to probably be a strike, 1-2. 1 out, man at first. Cubs looking for insurance in the home half of the 6th. Suarez checks the runner at first. Wind up, delivery, upstairs, four-seam, evens the count, 2-2. Good job by Pete to lay off of that one. All right, 1 out, runner at first, 2-2 pitch on the way. Low. No, Not low, just outside. I don't think it was really low. On a changeup. Way outside. 3-2 count. Runner at first, one out. Wrigley faithful on their feet, clapping and waving the blue towels. Righty against lefty. Here's the pitch. Just fouled off a four-seam that was a little bit outside. Keeps it full count, 3-2. Crow Armstrong out of the box, adjusted the gloves. Now he steps back in. All right. Check the runner, the delivery. Lined into right. That's another single. Tati fields it and holds the runner at second. Actually, the throw got through. But the Cubs have two on and one out. Back-to-back singles to right. 9th and 10th hit of the game. They need to cash in here. We have Swanson up 0 for 1, but with a strikeout. But that walk resulted in an RBI. It was a bases loaded walk. All right. 10-4 hits Cubs. 2-0 on the scoreboard. Righty against righty. Swanson making his presence felt with his terrific defensive play. Misses on a changeup inside, a little high, 1-0. 244 average on the regular season and 24 home runs for Swanson. All right. Suarez delivers. Foul off a sinker or evens the count, 1-1. Cubs are 1 for 10 with runners in scoring position. That Pete Crow Armstrong single was the only hit in the second inning today. That's right, because they had two solo shots. And I forgot how, and they got shut out yesterday. And they had two solo home runs in the first game. Swung on and missed on a changeup. That's 1-2. It was low. Come on, Swanson. You can't chase that garbage. Don't go golfing. Come on. One out. 1-2 count. Runners at first and second. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed on a 92-mile-per-hour changeup for out number 2. Oh, boy. And that'll bring up the 9th place hitter, Shaw, who 0 for 2 and 0 for the series. Wonder if they'll pinch hit. All right, Suarez still on the mound. Shaw's been announced. Yeah, they didn't pinch hit. Come on, Shaw. Big 2-out hit. Outside on a four-seam, 99, ball 1. .226 average on the regular season, 13 home runs. 1-0 pitch. Oh, just caught the outside edge of the plate for strike 1 on a 99-mile-per-hour pitch. 1-1, 2 outs. Bottom of the 6th, 2-0 Cubs. They have runners at first and second. They picked up 2 singles with an out. Then a strikeout. Now Shaw. Oof, 100 miles per hour. Four-seam just misses outside. Maybe a hair high. 2-1. All right, Suarez is set. Here's the pitch. Inside, just missed the upper inside corner, 3-1. Of course, this ump, somebody hit that corner and it's still called a ball. And it was definitely off the plate. All right, 3-1. Cubs would take a walk here and go to the top of the order. Four-seam fouled off. Full count. 2 outs. 2 runners on at first and second. Need a huge 2-out, 2-strike single here, or a walk on the full count. Runners take their lead. 5 on the pitch clock. Suarez is set. 3-2. Delivers. Swung on a miss. 100-mile-per-hour four-seam fastball. And that's it for the 6th inning. Cubs get 2 hits, leave them both stranded. We head to the top of the 7th. Still 2-0 Cubs. Padres coming to bat. And they will send Bogarts, O'Hearn, and Sheets. They are due up. The 5, 6, and 7 hitters in their lineup. $2.10 for the Cubs, 0-4-0 for the Padres. All right. Pardon the chewing. Tail on started, went 4 innings, didn't give up any runs. 2 hits, 4 strikeouts. Thielbar worked 2/3, gave up a hit, got 2 strikeouts. Palencia has worked an inning and a third, gave up a hit and a walk. Darvish went 1 inning plus, gave up 4 hits and 2 runs, struck out 1. Estrada worked 2 innings, 1 hit and a walk, struck out 2. King, 1 inning, 1 hit, 3 strikeouts. Peralta, 1 inning, 2 hits. That's it. Suarez has worked an inning, 2 hits, and 2 strikeouts. Yeah, RBI. Okay, bases loaded in the 2nd inning, an RBI single from Crow Armstrong and an RBI walk from Swanson, and that's the offense summary. First pitch, fouled off his foot for strike 1. Bogarts hasn't gotten to his feet yet. Taking a minute. Yep, right off his left foot. Righty hitter. All right, Bogart steps back into the batter's box. Palencia still the pitcher. 263 average on the regular season and 11 home runs. Hitting 300 for the series. He's 0 for 2 today. Palencia is set. Delivers. Swung on a miss on a slider. Low and maybe a touch outside. 0-2. All right. Palencia set with the 0-2. Wind up. Delivery outside on a slider. 90. 1-2. One-two pitch on the way. Single to left. Leadoff hit for the Padres in the 7th. Their 5th hit of the game. And the Cubs will make a pitching change. Yeah, out to left, clean single. That's the it. Palencia's night is done. He's on the hook for a base runner. Pomeranz is in. Drew Pomeranz, righty, number 45, 36 years old. Wait a minute. I'm sorry, he's a lefty. He bats righty. I misread it. Didn't see the image. Sorry, lefty. Yeah, he pitched an inning in this series already. Regular season, he was 2-2 record, 2.17 ERA, 57 games appeared in. 4 of them were starts. One picked up a save. 49 and 2/3 innings worked. 57 strikeouts. 1.07 WHIP, which is walks and hits per innings pitched. Yeah, again, has worked a game and an inning. And he is the brother of Stu Pomeranz, great grandson of Garland Buckeye. I don't know what that is. Stu and Drew Pomeranz. Real first name is Thomas. Nickname Big Smooth. Good to see nicknames coming back. All right, lefty in out of the pen with nobody out after a leadoff single for the Padres in the top of the 7th. O'Hearn, the designated hitter. So I was trying to say it. I almost said doubleheader. He's 1 for 2 with a strikeout, 250 average for the series. All right, here's the set. Lefty on lefty. Taking strike 1 low in the strike zone, right on the edge. 0-1. O'Hearn had a single. 281 batting average in the regular season, 17 home runs. Here's the pitch. Checked his swing. Oh, no swing. But, man, that ball caught the low outside corner. Well, in any case, it's a 1-1 count. All right. Here's the pitch. Fouled off a 4-seam. Straight back. Caught the ump or I think it caught the catcher. 1-2. He nodded his head that he was okay. Of course, that's Kelly, the catcher for the Cubs. 1-2 count on O'Hearn. We got a runner at first. Lefty against lefty. Pomeranz is set. The delivery way outside on a 4-seam. Evens the count. 2-2. 95 miles per hour. All right. He's set. Checks the runner. Here's the pitch. Way upstairs and inside. Almost hit him. 94 mile per hour 4-seam fastball. Full count. 3-2. Oh, boy. That was sweet chin music. Wow. He doesn't get out of the way. That's a beanball. Right off the ear hole. In the helmet. All right. Crowd on their feet, and O'Hearn calls timeout. Leaves the batter's box. Okay, come on, let's pick up the pace here, fellas. Football in about an hour. Here's the set. Pomeranz delivers. 4-seam in the air to center, short of the track. Crow Armstrong under it for out number 1. Big pitch there. And Iglesias will pinch hit for Sheets, who's 1 for 2 today and hitting 167 on the 3-game series. And, oh, geez, are the Cubs going to change pitchers against the righty? Or is that, no, that's not Counsell, so it must be the pitching coach. Yeah, he's a righty hitter, not a switch. 229 average on the season. 3 homers, 36 RBI. And 306 at-bats for Jose Iglesias. Out of Cuba, Havana, Cuba. All right, we know the postseason bracket. The winner advances to take on the 1 seed Brewers. Dodgers went 2-0 over the Reds. They take on the Phillies, the 2 seed. All right, 1 out, runner at first, lefty against righty. Here's the pitch, low, 4-seam, ball 1. Good stop by Kelly. Series, Iglesias is 0 for 1. Here's the pitch. Squares to bunt. Throw to second. Safe. Throw was a little high and to the first base side. And now they stay out of the double play. It was a strike on the pitch. And they have a runner in scoring position. Horner was in the air. Oh, yeah. He tagged his butt, but the left hand was already on the bag. Yeah, they're not going to even challenge. I think they would lose that challenge. Oh, maybe they are challenging. All right, I guess the Cubs are trying to challenge that he was out. I thought they were going to let it go. I don't think they're going to win this, just my opinion. I'll be right back. It's really close. I don't think there's enough to overturn it. Certainly understand why the Cubs challenged it, but he is kind of coming up on the bag before his hand got there, but it's a tough call. I don't think it's enough to overturn it. Still safe, yep. That's what I was afraid of. I understand that, wow, there's some Padres fans. So Bogart steals second. 1 out, runner in scoring position. 1-1 count. Checks the runner. Pomeranz delivers curveball. Swung. I think he missed. I don't think he fouled it off. 1-2. Padres 3 for 20 with runners in scoring position. The Cubs are 1 of 10 with Pete Crow Armstrong's single today. Fouls off a 4-seam, 94. Still 1-2. Oh, geez. I don't want to repeat the numbers they just flashed for Iglesias versus Pomeranz. 1-2 count, 1 out, runner at second. And a 4-seam line out at second. All right, no double play, but what a catch by Horner at second base. Cubs defense comes through again. Wow. Pomeranz. Iglesias was 3 for 8 against Pomeranz with a homer coming into that bat. That was a heck of a catch. That gets through. That's a double. And the inning keeps going. Instead, it's 2 outs and the runner's still at second. What a play. Oh, my gosh. They are getting bailed out by some defense up the middle. It's been crazy for Chicago. All right, a lefty against a lefty. Cronenworth. Upstairs, 4-seam, ball 1. Wow, what a play by Horner. Four-seam in the air to center. Crow Armstrong under it, short of the track for out number 3, and the Cubs get out of it. After a stolen base with only 1 out, they throw the leather. And we head to the bottom of the 7th, still 2-0 Cubs. Oh, come on. All right. As of now, it'll be Suarez against Bush. How many has Suarez? Suarez has pitched an inning. Let's see. So the Cubs have used 4 pitchers. The Padres have used 5. Wow. Incredible defense by Horner and especially Swanson. All right, don't forget we will be jumping over to football immediately following this game, Niners at Rams. Tomorrow night, game 1 of the WNBA Finals, Mercury at Aces. Thanks, everybody who has already liked and subscribed. We got a sub tonight. Thank you so much. And we have 15 likes. If you're new here, welcome. I hope you're enjoying the live stream. And if so, please consider hitting like and or subscribe. Doing one or both does help with getting YouTube to recommend us to other potential viewers and helps me grow the channel. And again, I thank you so much for your support. Ryan Dempster and Jake Arrieta sang the 7th inning stretch for the Cubs. Arrieta on the 2016 World Series winning team, and Dempster earlier than that. All right, it is Suarez against Bush, righty-lefty to start the bottom of the 7th. Changeup swung on and missed, strike 1. Bryce Johnson takes over in left field after Iglesias pinch hit for Sheets. The ball 1 a little outside on a changeup. Evens the count, 1-1. See, basically, let's see. Yeah, hopefully. Yeah, at any rate, here we go. Swung on a miss on a changeup. A little bit low and a little bit outside. Strike 2, 1-2. How many times do we need to see Schultz chomping on his gum or blowing a bubble? They don't show counsel this much. I don't get it. Outside on a changeup 90, evens the count, 2-2. Adrian Morejon, Morejon, a lefty warming up for the Padres. Swung on. Back at the track in right and gone for a home run. It was maybe a row in, but that's a home run for Bush. And the Cubs get a much-needed insurance run, 3-0. Yep, 400 feet. Leadoff home run by Michael Bush to start the 7th. So 3 runs on 11 hits, and wow, that's going to relieve a little bit of pressure on the Cubs. That got out of here in a hurry. As we get to see Schultz blowing bubbles again. Strike 1, a sinker on the inner edge of the plate to the next hitter. Yeah, Bush knew it was gone. Horner, the next hitter, 0-1. We get 2, and now it's in play. They didn't even show it. Back to the left, off the wall. And sliding in at second with a double is Horner. And the Cubs got something brewing here in the 7th. How about a double? Yep. We'll take it. They didn't get back. Freaking ESPN was still showing the replay of the home run, and they almost completely missed the double. The pitch was already on the way. 3 runs on 12 hits. They gotta get this 4th run. It would definitely take a lot of pressure off. I think we will have a pitching change. So Suarez is done. He's on the hook for one more runner. No word on who's trotting in. It's a lefty. Oh, yeah, it's Morjon. Morejon. Morjon, I assume. All right, Cubs fans, a little more relieved right now. Probably can take deep breaths again as Bush deposits that over the... Golly, their camera is so shaky. It was near the Hefty advertisement, left of the, or center field side of the 368 power alley. They said 400 feet, even though it was like first row, it seemed like. Somebody in the dugout's banging on a cowbell. But he was holding it by the cowbell, not by the handle. So it probably not as loud. And then the next pitch was doubled off, or the next bat was doubled off the left field wall by Horner. Fifth home run in his last 8 games for Michael Bush. He's 3 for 4 with that home run and RBI and a run scored. All right, so 050-312-0. All right, got it. Of course, it is Adrian Morjon. Cubs fans still, for the most part, on their feet. Sox Yankees after this game. But we will be going out to Niners Rams. Throw to second, not in time to get Horner doubled off a second. Happ at the plate. He's 1 for 3. He got his first hit of the series this game. Lefty against righty. Here's the pitch. Squares to bunt. Deadens it right out in front of the plate. Throw to first by the catcher. Gets the out, but the Cubs have a runner at third with only 1 out. Good bunt by Happ. Good idea. Good play by Fermin to deliver a strike to Arise at first. Yeah, it just went out past the dirt a little bit, and good throw by the catcher. No chance to get Horner, who was already halfway to the bag, more than halfway to the bag. All right, that brings up, so sacrifice bunt. That'll bring up the DH Tucker. He is 2 for 3 today, and a run scored. He scored the first Cub run in the second. Suzuki on deck. Lefty, lefty. Here's the pitch. Upstairs, sinker. Ball 1. Again, 2 for 3 with 2 singles and the first run scored for the Cubs today. On a single by Pete Crow Armstrong in the second. Fouls off a sinker a little bit inside, 99. 1-1's the count. Oof. All right, pitcher Morjon is set. Tucker's ready. The 1-1 pitch. Ooh, thought he caught the outside edge of the plate with a sinker. They call it a ball. 2-1, yeah. He hasn't been, next year that's probably a strike on appeal, but not this year. 2-1 the count. 1 out. Runner at third. 3-0 Cubs. Sinker grounded to first. Throw to home in time to get Horner. So fielder's choice and 2 outs. And now runner at first. Dang it. Good throw by Arise to Fermin. 3-2 on the putout. On the fielder's choice. Okay, what are they replaying? Did he get his hand in without being tagged? I don't know. Oh, Cubs are going to appeal or have it reviewed. I guess they believe Horner's arm was under the tag. I'm not seeing that. It's really hard to tell. It got really blurry as they slowed it down frame by frame. I can't tell. It's really hard to see. I don't know what angle they've got to look at. I have no idea. It's going to be hard to guess. I feel like you need an overhead shot or some other angle besides what they've got. It's hard. I don't know if it's not going to be clear enough. I mean, the ump had the best angle, I think. I don't know. I mean, the throw beat him is whether or not the tag got down in time or if he slid under it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's out. I was a little surprised they challenged it. I think you're right. Yeah, I don't think it's clear enough for them to overturn it. Because how do we even know that Horner's hand is actually on the plate? It's so blurry. How come they don't have a better angle than this, like without the net? Whoa! Oh, no, I thought they overturned it. He called him out. I don't know why I reacted like that. All right, that was expected. All right, Suzuki will come to the plate with 2 outs and a runner at first. Good play by the Padres defense to keep it a 3-0 game. Man, I don't know. I don't mean to second guess, but are you sure you should be going on? I guess you're going on contact, but that was right at the first baseman. You know, maybe he had to make a perfect throw, but oh, sorry. Trying to show your other comment, and I can't for some reason. Like YouTube automatically held this punch one into the outfield to get one more comment. I can't show it for some reason. All right, sinker in there. 0-2. Pardon me, I missed a pitch. 0-2 the count. 2 outs. Runner at first. Cubs picked up a run on a solo shot by the leadoff hitter in the lineup, Bush. He led off the inning as well. And swung on a miss on a 98-mile-per-hour sinker. The Cubs get one and they leave one. We are through 7. We are heading to the top of the 8th. 3-0 Cubs now. All right, quick break, and I'll be right back. Padres have Fermin, then the top of the order, Tati Jr. and Arise. All right, I'll be right back. Thanks, everybody, for watching. Ah, dang it. Just got my keyboard drawer caught on my shorts. All right, back. Still at commercial. Yep. All right, Cubs picked up an important insurance run, though, and through 7, lead 3-0 as we head to the top of the 8th. All right. Again, Rams, Niners coming up after this. Pitch, changeup in there, called strike. Keller on the mound for the Cubs. Brad Keller, a righty. Pitch is in there. Sinker on the outside edge of the plate. Strike 2. That's Fermin, the 9th place hitter, the catcher. He's 1 for 2. Slider a little low. 1-2. Lead 9th place hitter and leadoff hitter in the top of the 8th. Outside on a 4-seam, 98. Evens the count, 2-2. Fouled off a 4-seam. It's still 2-2. Sorry, trying to figure out where this is supposed to go. There we go. Maybe there. Uh-oh. Single to left. Leadoff hit in the top of the 8th for the Padres. And they head to the top of the order with Tatis Jr. 6th hit for the Padres. All right. Pitch to Tatis, low, a sinker. Ball 1. Again, Keller on to pitch here in the 8th. 0 for 3, 2 strikeouts for Tatis. Swung on and missed on a low slider, 85. Evens the count, 1-1. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed, a sinker, a little low. 1-2 the count. Yep, that will be the plan. Hopefully they give me a little bit of time. Swung on and missed on a sinker, 97. That was way inside. Strike 3, 1 away. Runner still at first. Tatis chasing a bad pitch. Couldn't lay off of it. It was inside. Good pitch. That'll bring up Arise, the first baseman. Righty against lefty. Pitch inside, 4-seam at the knees. Ball 1. Chased Arise out of the left-handed batter's box. Whoa, gets away. Did it hit anybody? Uh-oh. Runner to second. I don't know if that hit the dirt or hit... that was way inside again. Maybe it hit Kelly. Runner advances to... I think it just hit the dirt. Arise had to do everything he could to get out of the way. Oh, it hit the ump's leg. Okay, that's what I thought. I mean, it hit somebody's leg. Arise fell on his face in front of the plate. Catcher didn't know where it was. It's 2-0 now, and a runner at second. And the pitching coach comes out to talk to him. Arise is 0 for 3 today. 200 on the series. Oh, boy. Don't want to get that third run and then immediately give it right back. Come on. Yeah, nothing the catcher could do there. Kelly, it just went in the dirt so far inside he couldn't get to it, and then it just ricocheted off the ump's leg. 2-0 pitch. Bounces a slider. 3-0. Might as well just put him on at this point. I mean, Machado's on deck. Merrill's in the hole. 3-0. Here's the pitch. Taken strike. Four seam. Strike one. I think he thought that was outside, but it caught the outside edge of the plate. Here's the pitch. Ooh, caught the upper line of the strike zone for strike two. Full count. Yeah, with the peel, that's the strike still next year. Right on the edge of the strike zone. Full count. Arise steps out of the batter's box. Keller is set now. Righty against lefty. Swung on. Chopper to short. Over to first in time for out number 2. The runner advances on the ground out. So there's a runner at third with 2 away. So ground out, but advanced the runner with a chopper to short. But another good play. Scooped it and threw it to first in time to Bush to retire. Another great play by Swanson at short. Yeah, I know, Yusef. I'm going to have to stop this one and go to the next one. I know. I'm just hoping there's a little bit of time in between, more than like 2 minutes. Manny Machado 0 for 2 with a walk. He's 1 for 9. He had a 2-run homer yesterday to make a 1-0 game, 3-0. Oh, didn't check his swing. Went around on a slider called by the home plate umpire. A low slider out of the zone. 1-1. Runner at third. 2 outs. 1-1 pitch. Taken on the outside edge of the plate. Changeup. 1-2. All right. Keller is ready. The pitch to Machado. Grounder to short. Swanson has it. Over to Bush in time. 6-3. Ground out to retire the side. They leave one in scoring position, and we will head to the bottom of the 8th. Cubs still up 3-0. Huge play by the pitcher and the defense alike there. Just a good job of pitching and good fielding by Swanson. Continuous all game. We're not calling anything yet. Good gravy. I know they're down by their last 3 outs, but jeez Louise. Yes, we will plan to. I'm hoping for more than a couple minutes. We got about 25 minutes. We still got an inning yet to go. Hopefully just 1 inning. I don't know. I don't want to call that. No. No, I gotcha. Nope, bottom of the 8th. No worries. All right. All right. Man, I didn't even check. I should look. Am I on the live page? Hey, thanks. We did get a sub. Appreciate that. 15 likes. If you haven't already done it, I hope you're enjoying the live stream, especially if you're new here. If you're return viewer, thank you too, but please hit that like and or subscribe. Doing one or both helps with getting YouTube to recommend us to other potential viewers and will help me grow the channel. I know you hear it from everybody, but I do appreciate it, and I do appreciate your support. Thank you so much. All right, where is the live link? Okay, that's not the normal live link. Yep, that's not going to help. Where's the live link at the top? That's where I usually find. How do I get there? No, it's not there. Oh, well. What if I just hit lot? Nah, I'm good. All right. We are set. Kelly, then Crow Armstrong, and Swanson are due up. Bottom of the 8th. Morgan, the pitcher on the mound. For the Padres. First pitch to Kelly, follow off a slider, 0-1. Whoops. David Morgan, 2.66 ERA, 47 and a third innings pitched. Whatever this other stuff. 41 games in the regular season. 0-1 pitch. Fouled off a 98-mile-per-hour sinker. Strike 2. New baseball for Morgan. Number 66 for San Diego. All right, Crow Armstrong on deck. 0-2 count. Morgan gets the sign. He's set. Righty against righty. 0-2 pitch. Come on, today. There it is. Curveball low. Ball 1. 1-2. Come on, stay in the batter's box. Let's get this pace going a little bit here. 1-2 pitch. Leadoff hitter in the bottom of the 8th. Swung on a miss on a slider. Low and outside. Strike 3. It was very low and a little bit outside. 1 out. Leadoff strikeout for the Cubs. Crow Armstrong. Swanson on deck. If either reaches, Shaw is in the hole. 7, 8, 9 hitters. Only Shaw hitless for the Cubs in the 3-game series. No. I enjoy football. But, yeah. Swung on a miss and a strikeout. It did occur to me, but I love football. Yeah, I agree. The numbers on this game have been very good, so no argument there. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Swung and a single to right. And the Cubs have a runner with 1 out in the bottom of the 8th. Crow Armstrong, his second hit of the series. I'm sorry, his third. He's 3 for 4 today. I was looking at the wrong guy. Sorry. Thought Swanson, yeah. No, it definitely occurs to me. My problem is like I'm gonna be done with ESPN Unlimited soon. I only have it for the WNBA. It's too expensive. It's $29.99 a month, and that's why I want to switch and do hockey for just what'll be $12.99 a month. Throw to first, not in time to get Crow Armstrong. And I like hockey too. You know, football and hockey are my favorites. WNBA helped me get back into basketball. So I may give college, men's and women's college basketball a shot as well. Not swung on a miss on a 4-seam, strike 1 to Swanson. Who's really, he's got a walk, which it was an RBI because it was bases loaded in the second. So he drove in the second run. Yeah, I do like these numbers, though, that I'm getting here for baseball. At least this game. Runner going, throw to second. Oh, not in time. He's safe. Boy, I thought he was out, if I'm honest. It was a ball on the pitch. Wonder if the Padres will challenge. I think he might have been out. Plus his hand came off the bag and then his foot. It's close. But yeah, his hand came off and his foot stayed on. But I think there was a time where the glove was on him and he wasn't touching the base. So this maybe get changed to an out. Yeah, I agree. I think it's going to be an out. Because even if he didn't get the tag down, there was a brief moment where Crow Armstrong's hand came off the bag and he didn't get his foot down. So, like, I think he got there initially, but then, yeah, his hand bounced off. And he didn't get his left hand on the bag. And, I mean, unless they say the fielder pushed his hand off the bag, that's the only way I see this not being an out. We'll see what they call. Yeah, too many reviews. This really slows the game down. Yeah, I called him out. Yeah, his hand came off the bag. It's the right call. The initial tag didn't get him, but his right hand left the bag before his left foot got down. So the count is 1-1, and now we got 2 outs and nobody on. It's the right call, despite what I'm sure the fans are probably booing at the game. I mean, I don't blame them, but that's the right call. Yeah. Yeah, his hand came off. His right hand came off the bag. His left never got down, and his left toe didn't get down, and he was off the bag and being tagged. Good play by the infielder. Swung on and missed on a slider he chased outside. 1-2 to Swanson, the 8th place hitter. Shaw on deck if he reaches, with 2 outs here in the 8th. All right, Morgan is set. Here's the 1-2 any day. Here it is. Bounces a curveball, 86. Evens the count, 2-2. Two outs. Bottom of the 8th. Nobody on. 3-0 count. Crow Armstrong caught stealing upon review. Swung on a miss on an 88-mile-per-hour slider, and that retires the side. We have played 8 innings, and we head to the top of the 9th. Cubs lead 3-0. Oh, 6-0 for the Padres. 3-12. Oh, sorry. 3-13. I missed a hit. My bad. That should be fixed. All right, real quick. So the Cubs got 2 in the bottom of the 2nd. Single, double, hit by pitch. Single by Crow Armstrong. Drove in the first run. And then a bases loaded walk by Swanson. Drove in the second run. They got an insurance run in the bottom of the 7th. A leadoff solo shot to right field by Bush made it 3-0. And that's where we stand heading to the top of the 9th. All right, again, trying to get to Niners-Rams after this. Tomorrow night, Game 1 WNBA Finals. Phoenix Mercury, the 4 seed, at Las Vegas Aces, the 2 seed. Day off Saturday. I will release a Tecmo Super Bowl video if you're into that like me. Sunday, we'll at least have Mercury at Aces Game 2 and Pats Bills Sunday Night Football. Monday Night Football, Chiefs Jaguars. Then Tuesday is the opening night of NHL hockey season. And I think Game 3 is Wednesday. I think the WNBA finals go Friday, Sunday, Wednesday, Friday, you know, and so forth if necessary. All right. Padres down 3-0. Top of the ninth. Merrill against Keller. First pitch slider outside. Ball one. You got less than 20 minutes till kickoff. Taken, four seam pretty much down the middle. Strike one, 1-1. Merrill 1 for 3 with a double today. 2 for 8 on the series. Change up, 93 miles per hour in the air to right, at the track, at the wall, into the basket for a home run. The Padres are on the board, 3-1, into that little basket above at the top of the brick wall. Oh boy, just like that, 3-1. Yikes. 369 feet to right. All right, well, nobody out, nobody on, though. That'll bring up Bogarts, O'Hearn on deck. Johnson, the left fielder, in the hole, who hasn't batted yet tonight. Sheets was 1 for 2. Iglesias 0 for 1. First pitch, four seam, 97, misses low, ball one. Keller, number 40 for the Cubs. 1-0 pitch. Whoa, just got the slider. Looked a little low on the inside quarter. You know, maybe next year that's appealed as a ball, but today it's 1-1. Here's the pitch. Inside, sinker, 95, 2-1. Oh, boy. Thank the goodness that Bush hit that solo shot. Wow. Bogarts is up. Here's the pitch. Slider misses low, 3-1. Come on. Get it together, Keller. We got a righty and a lefty warming up in the Cubs bullpen. Kittredge and Boyd. The lefty. Boyd's the left. Oh, just caught the outside edge of the plate. He thought it was ball four seam. No, that definitely was on the box. 3-2, full count. Nobody out. 1 run in already on a leadoff solo homer. 3-1. Final game 3 in a best of 3. Here's the pitch. Whoa, that was low. They called him out. That's definitely a ball. Instead, it's a called strike 3. Bogarts is not happy. Schilt is out. Yeah, that pitch was a ball. That's a horrible call. Yeah, that'll be appealed as a ball next year. Yeah, that was low. I don't know how they could say it's not close. It just barely missed. All right, strike 1 to the next hitter. They're saying it wasn't close. The catcher framed it. Taken slider, strike 2 on the outside edge of the low corner. All right, come on, man. Let's go. I don't need to see this guy get in the ump's face. 0-2 pitch. 1 out, 1 in, nobody on. Slider misses low and outside. 1-2. Pitch 32 already for Keller, who came on in the 8th. Here's the pitch. Oh, hit him on the right leg. Oh, no. Tying run comes to the plate. Good Lord. Off the right thigh. Just barely missed the knee. And F-bomb yelled out by Keller. Yeah, Keller has pitched. Wait. Keller's pitched an inning and a third. Pitching coach pitching coach comes to the mound, still looking at O'Hearn, who took that off the right above the right knee, or the side of his knee. Oh, boy. Always got to make it interesting. 33 pitchers for Keller. O'Hearn stretching out his right leg at first. Tying run at the plate with 1 out, top of the 9th. Batter is Johnson, Bryce Johnson, who came on after Iglesias pinch hit for Sheets. Took over and left. First pitch, fouled off a four-seam, strike 1, 95. Swung on a miss on a changeup low, 92. Quickly 0-2. Come on, Keller. Go get him. Righty against the lefty. Here's the pitch. Outside changeup, 92. Ball 1. 1-2. All right, Johnson against Keller. Keller is set. Here's the pitch. Oh, no, he bounced it. I think he hit him on a changeup. And now the tying run's at first. Lead run at the plate. Oh, my gosh. Are they going to get the hook? I mean, obviously this isn't intentional. He's trying to get these guys out. He doesn't want to put the... He doesn't want to bring the tying run to the plate or now the lead run. Just a bouncer that got him in the back thigh. He tried to get out of the way, hit the right thigh. Cronenworth up. Oh, I think we're going to get a pitching change. Yep, they'll bring it in the righty, the guy who started the game last night and pitched in relief, I should say yesterday afternoon, and pitched in relief Tuesday afternoon. They're going for the righty. Oh, my gosh. Unbelievable. 2 on, 1 out. Lead run at the plate. Holy crap, did it go sideways. Oh, excuse me. Yep, Kittredge is in. Oh, my goodness. All right, let's get water. Sorry, I bumped the mute. Hopefully I wasn't muted that long. I think it was when I pushed the mic out of the way. Cubs always got to give their fans a heart attack, you know. No getting around that. Holy crap. All right, well. Here we go. Kittredge against Cronenworth. Fermin on deck. Kittredge still warming up. 3.40 ERA, 53 innings pitched in 54 regular season games. For Chicago. Wow. 2 hit by pitches after a strikeout on a what will be challenged and overturned next year on ball 4. Instead was called strike 3. And then disaster with 2 straight hit by pitches. All right, righty against a left-handed batter. Bounces the sinker, 97, 1-0. Jeez Louise. Come on, Kittredge. .246 regular season hitter, 0 for 10 in the series, Cronenworth. Here's the pitch. Fouls a sinker straight back, 1-1. All right, hopefully we can get out to Niners Rams on time. We will see. 1-1 pitch. Swung on and missed on a sinker that just ducked out of the zone to the outside. 1 out, 2 on, 1-2 count. 3-1 Cub lead in the top of the ninth. Cronenworth against Kittredge. The righty pitcher is ready. To the lefty batter. Chopper, a sinker, slow roller. Third base throws to first and got him in time. But the runners advanced to second and third. Oh, that was a close play. Terrific fielding job by Shaw to step in front of the shortstop who had a longer way to go and throw to first. It was close. I don't know if they're going to challenge. They are challenging. Oh, for gosh darn sake. Please let this be an out. Nope. Throw beat him. Toe did not come off the bag. That's an out. Oh, no. I couldn't tell. I didn't think his toe came off the bag, but I don't know. I don't think so. Ball's in the glove and his toe is on the bag. Throw beat him. Yes, 2 outs. All right. We will take it. Let's go, Cubs. All right, right-handed hitter against the right-handed batter. Two outs, 2 runners in scoring position at second and third, righty against righty. Fermin, a sinker into center. Crow Armstrong short of the track for out number 3, and the Cubs win. Cubs win, and they will play the Brewers in the National League Division Series. Woo, that was close. He gave it a ride, but holy Toledo. All right, so no runs. I'm sorry, 1 run. Solo shot. Forgot to take care of that. In the 9th on 7 hits. And the Cubs win with 3 runs on 13 hits. Whew. Wow. That is correct. Thanks, everybody, for watching. I do appreciate it. All right, quick box score check. Cubs waving, the mascot's waving the white W, the blue W on the white flag. All right. So the Cubs got 2 in the 2nd, 1 in the 7th. Padres managed a run in the 9th, had 2nd and 3rd with the tying runs and couldn't bring them home. Cubs win 3-1, 2-1 in the series, and they will take on the 1 seed, the Brewers, starting Saturday in the best of 5 National League Division Series. So the Cubs end up 2-1, Padres 1-1. And Palencia picks up the win, holds for Pomeranz and Keller. And Kittredge bails him out with the save. Darvish gets the loss. He gave up the 2 runs. And that insurance run was huge. That solo shot by Bush in the 7th. All right, thanks so much. Appreciate it, Alex. Hey, Mac. Yeah, thanks. Well, what is going on with the usernames? The Cubs pajama pants for Lucky today. All right, we are trying to switch over to Rams Niners for you next. And hello, everyone, hello to Jeffrey Jamestown Baseball. Thanks, everybody, for watching. Hope you enjoyed the live stream. Please, if you did, please be sure to click like and or subscribe before you head out. Doing one or both helps us get recommended by YouTube to other potential viewers. Hey, what the heck? Is this live or not? All right. Gotta go. Gotta get to the football. Yep, NFL. I've had this for years. Yeah, it's just a long sleeve shirt. I've had this since I was a kid. I don't know. It's a good question. Not a big baseball fan. All right. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you until I'm going to stop this stream and start the Niners-Rams. Till next time. Hope to see you in the next live stream. Thank you, everyone, for your support. Sinbin Stream signing out. Wishing you all the